Greetings, this is Rina Elven YouTuber. For the last time this time for many months, Elven YouTuber. I welcome you to the first Critical Role episode of the new year, 2003. Tonight's episode, the 44th episode of Campaign 3, Saga of the Bellstone. It is also now the background and this getup. What it is the 12th day. After this, Christmas season is officially over in this house. I'll probably stop a little bit. Of course, for you, it's all. At watching this, it'll be already over by a couple of hours. But don't fear not, because even if it's now 353 to 352, 350 days in a row, it's still Christmas is coming. Long wait, maybe, but it is coming. And never forget Christmas Eve. Tonight's episode, after the cliffhanger, that was the last episode of 2022. We finally got a huge lore drop. Hopefully Taliesin will be here for this episode. But we got a huge lore drop with the revealing of the two missing gods, the meaning of the... can't think of their names, I'm sorry. It's been a little bit. And, learning of what it was imprisoned in the moon. They'll have a review of the proper review at the beginning of the episode, so you'll in case you one. Let me see. And last we left off, they returned to the basement which they had when they were at the student their inquiry. Only to discover that it has been almost found, and that they may be the initiative may be rolled. I guess two. It's not to say, but I think it may be one of those. I really need to go over those notes before. Well, first I need to start making notes so I can. But one of those holy warrior things who are basically like they're basically like holy hitmen, like super soldiers thing. This could be a tough battle. The Grimverity, that's who they were seeking out, I think. Ooh. Okay. I'd have to something. Here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons!
It's a oddly sallow table, but regardless,
I'm scared.
Happy New Year! We're back for 2023. We have a few folks away from the table for the minute. I think we're missing Taliesin for tonight, but we'll have him very, very soon, and we miss him terribly. But in the interim, let's go ahead and run through some announcements here, beginning with our first new sponsor this week, Capital One Shopping. And I'm told... Seriously, okay. Apparently we're going to a live feed from something called the Capital One Shopping Drift Track.
Welcome, one and all, to the Capital One Shopping Drift Track. Capital One Shopping is a browser extension that helps you save big online. It's free to use, saves you money, and makes searching for discounts and coupons a breeze.
Wait, what does this have to do with racing?
Not racing, actually. Drifting. Capital One Shopping is so easy and simple to use, you won't just walk to your browser, you'll drift there.
This seems like a stretch.
I mean, is this just an excuse to get us to race around like idiots just for your entertainment?
No, not race around, Ashley. Drift around. Here we go. On your marks.
Wait,
Get set.
Nice try, Regal, but we...
And go! And the drift has begun. Watching them speed around the track reminds me that you can forget digging for coupon codes that don't work and searching endlessly for deals without results. The free Capital One shopping browser add-on instantly searches for available coupons and automatically applies them to your cart across thousands of sites. It's kinda genius!
Getting tired?
How many laps is this race?
I'm sorry, Travis, I don't understand the question.
How many laps is this drift?
Thank Thank you. This drift is 10 laps long, and you're falling behind. Drift harder. Oh, they look so cute. While they shred the asphalt, you can avoid paying full price, whether you're a Capital One customer or not. Why, I used the extension to save $50 on this microphone headset. Oh.
Ow! I'm getting a stupid leg cramp!
What's giving you this leg cramp, Ashley?
This reason!
No, it's not. This drift is giving you a stupid leg cramp.
Why do you keep calling it a drift?
Because it sounds cooler.
Okay, he's ready to cut the dust.
Okay, this is it. The home stretch. The final lap. And the winner is... The winner is you at home. Yes, you're the winner when you go to CapitalOneShopping.com/Critical Role to install the extension today. Thanks, guys. Matt, drift to you.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
Nice drifting.
Oh, is that the not hoodie? The not windbreaker? Have that.
How'd you get changed so fast?
I just threw this on top of my
Got it.
jersey.
Got it.
My,
You're
my
so out of
whatever
Brad's
that's called.
Yeah, it's.
Tracksuit.
I got the winter coat on.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty.
Sure. I think you have lines that aren't on the prompter.
I do? Okay, great.
Yes.
No, I said this in the thing.
No, never mind then. Shouldn't have been on the script. Yeah.
On that note, this episode is
That's good, guys.
also sponsored by our friends at D&D Beyond. You can add 11 new Dragonlance monsters to your game with the Monsters Compendium Volume 2, available now to claim. And these monsters are not found within any source book, and you can get them at no cost on your D&D Beyond account at dndbeyond.link/CR Vol, as in Volume 2. Go ahead and check it out now. Laura, you have some announcements to make.
I do.
What are they?
We have merch.
Wait, is that the...
Hold on, this one? Okay. I've been really excited about this. I'm not even going to give it to somebody else because I want to put it on.
I want to wear that. Yep.
I know, let's look at his arm.
What?
I had to touch it. I have to touch it.
Been waiting on
This is for our subtle want to rep the company, want to rep CR without actually looking like you're repping CR. What an advertisement I'm giving right now. Check out this amazing lighting. Look at how, and then wait, put your hand in the pocket.
Is it warm? Is it warm?
It's warm.
Why?
Whoa!
It's got fleecy lined pockets.
Pockets?
Fleece
That's
lined,
pocket?
y'all. It's the extra step that makes this puffer jacket
I want to feel a pocket.
just the best. Here.
Where is it?
There we go.
So
that a
we've
pocket
been.
on the
This has
lapel?
been in the works. It's yes, and a little zipper pocket right here
For your cell
for your
phone.
cell phones, and it's also fleece lined.
Right there.
Cell phone.
I want to feel a pocket now.
Well, too late. You should have done it before the show,
Oh, well.
because this is mine now. I'm gonna take it off because it's gonna make a lot of noise on camera.
I'll wear it.
Boy, it looks
But
cozy.
we also have this.
What's that?
F.C.G shirt. It says
Oh,
"Smiley Day to you." Thanks, Jordan Torrance.
Remember,
You're a great designer.
It's a
Check it out. They're in the stores. I don't know which ones.
There you have it. Off to a great start this new year. Marisha, you have a quick announcement to make, too.
You guys, our latest episode of Four-Sided Dive, it's out. It's available.
I know.
It's right now on Twitch and YouTube. And more importantly, friendly reminder, we're going to be taking a break from Four-Sided Dive next month because we are going to be bringing back our weekly watch-along watch party.
A watch party of what?
To celebrate
What?
season 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina. It's going to be great. Come watch, and then we'll return with episode 11 of Four-Sided Dive in March.
Hey.
It's so close.
It is.
It's so close.
So
Taste it.
it is so close. So close.
Fantastic.
It's almost here.
Well, what is here is the end of the announcements. Which,
You got
unless I'm mistaken, means it's time for us to go ahead and jump into tonight and 2023's first episode.
Oh, that's no.
One by
the top, 2 by 2 we fall. Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll.
How do you want to do this?
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. Who knows what will happen? He might. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight.
You never see the steel thing.
From the
Wait,
healer
to the renegade.
we all share the same goal. Adding more allies, taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
You can certainly try.
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery. From darkness our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
Well, I never actually checked how long this episode was. Nope, that's
And welcome back. So, last we left off,
just
Bell's Hells here within the city of Eos, the city of flowing light, in search of information and individuals that they have been sent towards that are prominent members of the Grim Verity that may be able to provide some answers as to this growing ruinous mystery. Upon searching them out, you also discovered that there are elements of the Vasselheim temples that have sent sentries and adjudicators across the city searching for, you presume, those who stole the secrets that the Grim Verity currently hold.
We don't got those.
You also were assailed by a terrifying necromantic bird that seemed to, to be the long legendary shithead that in the past had harried and chased this poor automaton. After killing it and then watching it climb itself back up into the ground and then flying off into the distance, you begin to seek out where Ebenold Kai may have been, being told that he had not attended his classes and had kind of abandoned his post as a professor for a number of months. You managed to ascertain the information by charming, literally magically charming, one of the figures who works as a clerk at the seminary. They guided you to where he is supposedly set to live, but the house seemed to be closed up, and upon inspecting it, found that some elements of it were trapped and set up in a defensive way. Some of you masqueraded as gardeners for a while out front, while the others stealthed their way in before letting you in.
Excellent line work.
Upon searching the household, there was signs of life, but no individual to be found until you discovered a hidden passageway behind the kitchen wall that led to a basement in which the figures within managed to try and escape, created a arcane circle, and bamfed away. You gave chase and found yourself within the fire elemental plane. Actually, specifically within the home laboratory of Plane Rider Rin. So you met along with Ebenold Kai and pretty much the current remaining members of the Grim Verity within the city that you know of. Dr. Baron Veshti show as well. Here you discovered some unique tidbits of hidden lore surrounding Ruidus, surrounding its creation, and surrounding the gods that no longer exist, the two that vanished in the long sealed tomes of Vasselheim, and the entity responsible for devouring them, Predathos, the entity that supposedly was sealed away when the moon was created as its prison and sent beyond the boundaries of Exandria, where it has slowly floated through the sky till this day. You also know that these strange machines, the one that you knew was being built within the Feywild long ago by a union between the Cerberus Assembly, Otahan Thul, and Iroh Wendagoth, the Nightmare King, apparently is but one of three. One that exists in the Shadow of Hell, and one that exists here in Exandria, within a an excavation site that the seminary was currently overlooking before it was forced to cede control to the assembly in recent months. Now, after discussing some possibilities on how to tackle any of these challenges with just a little over a week left before the solstice itself occurs, you were sent back into the basement of Ebenold Kai. And before you could exit out to see your next wave of fortunes, you heard a heavy impact from the inside of the house above. Some footfalls and some words. It seems the house is being stalked by individuals who are seeking others. And that's where we left off. Hearing the creaking of wood above and hearing the footfalls and the one voice saying, "Did you see him? You smell him? Find them." Another voice goes, "Are you sure it knows what it's doing?" "Of course I do. I work with them all the time. Don't worry. It's in the market's role."
Wait, what did you say? What did he say?
Do we recognize either of those
I work
voices?
them all the time. It's everything's under control.
It's under my control.
Did you say Ebenold?
No, it's under my control.
It's just a voice that you heard up there. It's
Do we recognize either of those voices?
You do not recognize the voices at all.
Lana, did you grab the rod of holding? I do. Can you put it in front of the door?
Does the door open in? It does, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Very quietly. Click, click.
F.C.G, shut the fuck up!
I like to do sound effects for people.
I put it down. Oh, wait.
What?
Wait. Didn't the door swing this way?
It swung up.
Oh,
Yeah,
like a
but it was
DeLorean?
Oh, up and out.
Still be blocked.
Up and in.
Swinging up, right?
No, it was like
You
a
guys are on
DeLorean.
the inside.
It was like a
of that.
DeLorean.
Oh, it came
so
out.
It would not.
Yeah.
Put it on the top part.
Okay, wait. So
So we
let's
can't-
discuss backup plans. Maybe if they come down here, we could act like we've all been attacked brutally. Like we all fuck each other up real quick, and then we're like, "Oh, thank God you found us." Or we all just start fucking.
Wait, what?
That would make them
Yeah.
uncomfortable and they would leave.
And we just act like we were glad to see them, that they've uncovered some crazy orgy.
Be like, what's the password?
Yep.
Leave your keys in the bowl.
It's not like they're going to keep coming. I mean, maybe it's their bag and then we all win. But maybe they get awkward and leave.
I think we still have all of our masks from the masquerade in Busan if we wanted to, like, put the masks
Do a
on.
bit?
Yeah, do a bit.
I love a good bit.
I mean,
I could use my tongue.
It's not canon.
What is this?
Don't
I
touch
don't
it.
like how it feels at all.
Don't touch it.
I can use my tongue because I don't have any reproductive organs.
Or if
Just
people
use
are
one of your
feeling
attachments.
apprehensive, we can just fight each other. We can just attack each other.
Would you rather
We need
me
to make
use
you-
the buzzsaw, the hammer?
I thought you had like special attachments.
Oh.
We need to make you an
Yeah.
attachment.
I don't think I have those yet, but I could build one.
Are there any?
regardless what.
Are there any fireplaces? Any other exits out of this basement that we can see or we're aware of outside of the
It
door?
is a simple storage basement. You can see there's two tables. There's like a smaller table with some chairs off to the side. Looks like this area has been both a meeting room as well as a kind of a transitional space in and out of the city. You can the smell in here. This is also the strong smell of sweat that you were smelling earlier. Some from the people, the Ebenold and Baron, but also just the room smells of just being lived in for a long time. Like this was being, yeah, kinda. This was definitely a holding spot to stay out of sight of people that are prying.
Call him a man. I got nothing. I gotta go to fire.
I got no fight.
Hinges on.
Yeah.
Are you still trying to figure out where to
You're
put
right.
Put it
You're
up
right,
at the
didn't I?
top,
Put it at
then
the
it
top.
can't. This part can't go.
Oh, that's a lot of. You're assuming a lot.
I'm 100% assuming so much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If it fails, then it fails. I'm gonna put it like at the very top and see if
movable
maybe
garage.
it'll like stop
Like
the
garage
jam.
door?
Yeah. Like it jams it.
Yeah, like in the very top crease.
Some garage doors, they have to come in to go up.
Most doors, if you open it up, it has to come in a little bit.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
but I'm just doing that to give us time to talk about the orgy we're gonna stage.
Wow. Okay.
Or we could just fight for our lives.
That seems.
I mean, I think that's the second step of the orgy, regardless.
Yeah.
Well,
They know their they
as
know faces
you
of the and they're
having to go up the steps, I'd like to read a roll stealth check.
Can I just use my
Natural 20.
Select.
It could have been on any other roll, but it's on this one, and I'm going to take it.
All right.
For orgy.
As you quickly kind of dart up on the balls of your feet up the roughly hewn stone steps up to the back side of this hinged door that leads outward into the middle of the kitchen area.
Grudge.
Yeah.
Scurrying up to the top, you can see there's like two kind of bolt hinges that kind of hold it in place on the inside of where you are. So that way it kind of folds outward that way. Make a perception check for me.
Already used. It's 20. 10.
10. Okay. You listen around, you can just hear some footsteps kind of moving through the house.
No, 11.
I feel like
Okay.
they might make us
Here's some
uncomfortable.
footsteps going through the house here and there. There isn't an intent to be quiet. If anything, the steps are intentionally heavy. Occasionally you hear a voice say,
to obey the commands.
I don't hear anything. Not upstairs, at least, though. You sure you saw these people enter, right? Well, it's what it says it saw.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're putting. How are you placing this rod? What are you?
No way this works. We're trying.
Probably not. Probably not.
Is there like a locking mechanism?
You
on
said
it?
it was. There's no locking mechanism from the inside, I'm guessing.
No, it doesn't look like there is.
Is there a handle or
You said there's a handle.
There is a handle. There's a handle on the side that you're at.
Wait, there is a handle? You said there's a handle?
Like if somebody were to try to like hold it from this side or to pull it taut against the wall, it can be tugged from the inside.
Oh.
Big enough to slide.
Yeah, can I slide in between, like the handle and the door?
You could.
I do that.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, but
handle.
through the handle and like against the wall next to the door, so where it's like,
Load.
to where it's like jammed,
60 pounds.
and not just like through the handle on the door.
Well,
you're changing how she's
No,
doing
I'm
this?
just saying for clarification for my visualization.
the handle is in the center of the door. Yeah.
So you can't like wedge it on the edge of the.
Correct. It's meant to just pull it flush from the inside.
Got it.
All right.
This door goes both ways.
I start taking clothes off.
Is that for the one where we're beaten up or the one where we're beating off?
I don't know. I'm open to anything.
Okay.
I back down.
You hear a heavy impact. It sounds like a piece of wooden furniture, tall, ends up being thrown onto the ground somewhere within the building. And you hear various books and other accoutrement and decor hitting and tumbling to the ground. They're definitely overturning the place.
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Smart.
I'm gonna go towards the door as well and detect thoughts.
Okay. Let me go ahead and confirm one thing about detect thoughts.
Oh, he's got to confirm if gods have thoughts because they're two gods
No.
up there.
I'm gonna say idiots.
No, there it is.
Oh God!
Okay.
Get these things detect if they're
You
being
sense
scanned.
4 presences within the house.
That's half a hump.
3 of them are kind of in immediate proximity, and one of them is moving around rapidly. Like, you sense it kind of upstairs, then over here, then upstairs, and back downstairs.
Does it feel intelligent?
It feels like it has an intelligence, yeah.
Okay.
Are there any like lines or sorry,
Easy.
frog,
Right.
like a little like gaps in the door jamb to where like a spider could crawl through?
On the very, very bottom, it looks like there could be a very small spot for that, yeah.
All right. I'm going to take out Pate.
He can become a spider.
He has shape change.
What?
Yes, he does.
Wait, what?
Aaron, I'm going to tell him. You have to be fucking quiet.
Okay, so
Too loud. Really quiet. I need you to go spider.
Okay.
And then crawl through. And I'm going to be your eyes, all right?
Right.
Look through. Follow the action.
I've never done this before. It's so cool.
Like the action.
The wings, like the rib-like wings kind of curl back in as the whole form kind of swirls into this slight, almost like black mucousy bulb. As it hits the ground, it turns into smoke and vanishes, leaving right there in its space where it was this tiny dark spider with like the insiest little bit of a bone-like head to it.
Fucking awesome. Isn't he? He's so great. He's really cute. He's so cute.
It skitters out into the door and you can begin to concentrate.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to her back. Sorry. Can I detect the thoughts of any other people that I sensed?
You have to see them to detect their thoughts. You can sense them.
Why does it say on the spell? Once you detect a presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts.
Oh, that is the bottom one.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. This spell, man, it's got a lot to it. You're right. So, okay, so which one's...
Whatever's closest to me.
Okay. Order of operations here. So, spider's heading to the door. You
Mine's
take the
super
thoughts.
quick. Orm is just positioning on the bottom of the stairs, trained on the door, ready to fight.
Hey, you have the Wild Nail shirt on! Oh, sorry.
Ready to be the first one to deal with a problem if it comes up.
I'm gonna I'm gonna bind myself to Laudna.
They don't have act in
Laudna and Imogen. I think, do I do 3 now?
You may, I believe so, on your sheet, unless it says otherwise.
And Orm.
Okay, confirm that if you'd like to.
You make it yet? No. Chat.
Look with your eyes.
He's over there fluffing himself. He's just all alone in the corner.
Where are your
just
hands,
kidding.
Chat? Oh, there they are. That's not bad.
It's plan, right?
Okay. The one closest to you, just the surface feelings, the thoughts that kind of come your way are, this better not have been a waste of time. Been waiting too long for nothing. I'm getting sick of standing out here.
All right.
As the spider crawls out, you see one figure stepping into the kitchen. It appears to be humanoid, at a quick glance, half-elf. Kind of very thin in the face with a bit of like I want to say like a handlebar mustache that curls up into almost like a stonewall beard, but well trimmed on the sides. Long, thin brown hair that kind of frames the face, wearing bits of like leather leather shoulder armor and these long kind of deep maroon and gray robes. They look like they're well dressed, and they're kind of glancing in the kitchen with intent. They begin to kind of like curl down and look underneath the central table.
Signal to Imogen.
You can tell me
Takes a
with your brain powers.
I tell Imogen with my brain powers what I see.
pulls a long curved blade and like begins like poking underneath the tables and the pieces of furniture in the kitchen. Roll a perception check for Pate.
For Pate?
Mm-hmm.
Is that I'm using his stuff?
Mm-hmm.
His wisdom?
Yes.
16 total.
Okay.
He's better at it than Frumpkin.
Pate also picks up this occasional sound from upstairs. This. And then suddenly, there's this like rush of air, and you see this somewhat corporeal form you can just barely make out through his eyesight and hear the sound of it, like this sudden cluster of a centralized located whirlwind just and kind of sits there and rests for a second. You can almost see the bulky humanoid form made entirely of swirling air kind of stand at the middle of the entryway into the kitchen. You see this almost sense of a face, and it kind of like...
I gesture to let's go down the stairs.
I guide her down because you're blind,
Yes, I
right?
am.
Oh God, I'm gonna try to guide her down very stealthily down the steps.
Okay.
This is stealth.
I'd like for you to roll a stealth check.
And you beat a 19.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Forget it.
Guidance. Can you? But you have to touch me for guidance. I am.
Do you want to roll a stealth check to get to her?
Do I want to what?
You gotta walk up the stairs.
You have to walk up the stairs. And
I
then
can
bang
I
her
can
eyes.
give her a boost remotely, but I think it's a bonus action, so it's not a reaction.
9.
A 9.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, so you slowly begin to descend the steps. You immediately begin to hear the metallic ching, ching, ching of hanging silverware and weapon or knives and cookware clinging into each other, and the sound of air beginning to pick up within the kitchen, and you hear a voice go, "Oh, you see something? You smell something? Where you smell it, boy? Show us." It's very loud, and you can see dust beginning to kind of like push through the bottom of the doorway. Like there's a change of air pressure between the two rooms.
Oh, fuck.
I have Pate make an athletics check using the spider's physical strength.
No.
Are you using the spider's physical?
Yes.
Oh,
Use
fuck,
those
a spider.
grippy feet, buddy.
Roll a d20 and do -5.
-2.
You have this brief moment where as the wind begins to pick up, this hulking mass of swirling wind kind of sits in the center of the kitchen. All of the various implements and contained spices and other things that you would see normally in a kitchen are rattling and moving around, many of them being pulled off and swirling within it and scattering off. You see blades like to the side of the walls after it gets pulled in and flung out. And Pate is grasping the side of the table best he can, his little spider bottom. Before
6 legs in the air.
and gets whipped up into the whirlwind, and it's just like swirling around inside. Just yeah, it's very disorienting you for a second.
But he's all right.
So far.
He's all right.
Do you maintain your concentration?
Yes.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh God! Don't barf on me.
Because of the nausea.
Jesus, this
the
is
vertigo of swirling around.
Just straight con
That's a
save.
bad VR game, dude.
Oh, the worst.
Cox.
Ooh. Can I give her a little boost, a little bonded blessing?
If you want to, yeah.
I'll give her a bonded blessing.
What does that mean?
So you get a D6. It's like a little inspiration.
Oh.
You can spend it now if you like.
Oh, good.
Okay, I
just
just
waste
missed.
my fucking thing.
Yeah, immediately.
8.
8.
Oh no.
You
Just a tiny little.
just a little upchuck, and you.
Oh.
The more you concentrate, Pate is on a whirlwind ride indefinitely.
I'm sorry.
Is it just dust?
In your head, yeah. It's all right. I'll clean it. I got it. I take my little scarf off and start cleaning up her mouth. You're still just like out of it, right? You're still.
I can
How'd you
break it. I'll break it. I'll break it because I can always check back in.
You break it as you're cleaning her up and going down the steps. The wind, like the heavy wind of the room, gets a little quieter and calmer.
This is when we start fucking.
The wall.
Still holding it back.
Oh shit!
Oh, God.
Maybe both.
We're fucked, guys. That's it.
Fighting against the current rod there. The dust picks up underneath the door, but that was a low stealth roll. I'm so sorry.
Are we dead or are we fucking?
What if one of us is a distraction? Like I could just take off and run and make them chase me. You guys can get away.
How are you gonna get past that? This is a doorway. You gotta
I'm a
go.
fucking werewolf.
He also gets turned invisible, does he?
What if they just want to talk?
They don't want to talk.
Everyone needs to talk. It can help your insides and your outsides.
Talk or run or fight. What do you think?
Run. Run? Okay. Through the full doorway? How run?
The dust begins to heavily push out
See how far it gets.
as the wind presses beneath the gap at the bottom of the door.
Oh no, we're fucking. We're fucking.
And
All right.
here at the top of the stairway, you watch
I
as
cast light and spotlight on them.
So, okay, hold on. What's happening?
Yes, Fern takes off her dress.
You
Okay,
wear
ready to go.
clothes.
I even have legs.
Okay. As
Just watching Fern.
an 8.5, 9-foot air elemental apparates from underneath the door and fills the entirety of the chamber. Little pet take. The inside. Huh?
Included? Came in for the ride?
Oh my god. I ripped my blouse off. I'm panicking.
I'm shining spotlights everywhere.
I'm running up the stairs. And halfway up the stairs, I'm going to turn into
Okay,
a
so
werewolf.
you run out to the stairs, and this entity is right there.
Panic, take off
We're gonna have to go on initiative.
Oh, this combat is brought to you by WizKids Minis. The Vox Machina box set is available for pre-order. Find these and many more Critical Role minis at wizkids.io/CR minis and your local game store.
All that plan
So wait,
talk.
Fern and I's titties are out.
Maybe this is.
We're gonna fight with our tits out.
Maybe this is a super horny air elemental.
Yeah.
So, you guys are all in here, I guess?
Oh, Orm's at the bottom of the stairs.
No, we'd be,
Yeah, so Orm, you're right.
at the stairs.
Yeah,
We'd be
you
in
were at the
Laudna
stairs.
At the bottom of the stairs.
Were you lowering yourself down, you said? As you were
We were still coming
descending.
down the stairs.
Right.
Yeah.
So as this thing was coming through, were you then leaving the chamber or you were staying on the stairs?
I think we were at the bottom of the stairs, weren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Orm
I'll
would
be
have
in
navigated.
between, Imogen and Fern.
Orm would have navigated around them as Wheezy is because I was waiting for this at the bottom of the stairs, so he lets them by. So I'll be in the front until Chet busts past buck naked.
Okay, so you're gonna be right there. And Chetney, move this out of the way just for the ease of viewing. So that's you rushing by.
You fuckers. I'm next to Fern, underlighting her underboob.
Okay. Good lighting, good lighting, good lighting.
Okay. There's Laudna rushing
Just the scariest lighting.
as you're transforming, you
Scary
said?
story flashlight.
Alrighty.
Don't I look hot?
All right.
Oh boy.
It's
cramped.
It is cramped. It's the basement.
So big.
You see its eyes almost glow with this like dull, angry, furious, elemental, arcane power. As the rest of you rush down inside, Orm, you're right there with the shield and sword at the ready. You're about to leap as the transforming, partially nude.
Okay, I got my briefs on.
Okay, there you go. Chetney comes rushing by, rushing up at the top. For initiative on this. Okay.
That was a good shot.
That's
Has it been more than a minute since all this started? Probably, right?
since all this started. Yeah, you guys have all been kind of quietly listening and taking some time with it. So,
But how did
25 to 20.
I was a little bit exactly. How did the hell did they get the movie?
Is it?
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
Started off right. Whatever you do, we'll follow.
Probably familiar.
10 to 5.
9.
All right, Helen. So,
Who's got a higher dex, Laudna or Imogen?
I think I've got a higher.
Oh, 9!
But I'm not sure.
My dex is 14. Plus 2.
Mine is plus 2 as well.
so roll.
Roll
A's.
please.
Jeez,
Well,
that's
it's
correct.
too bad that was so close.
Yeah, 'cause it's-
I wasted it on a rollies. Natural 20.
Never.
It's Imogen, then Laudna, then Chetney.
Yep.
7 for me. What were you?
I've got a 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And Fern, what's your dexterity?
Mine is. My dexterity is a plus 2. It's a 14.
Okay, so listen to going before you.
Someone before me?
There's 6
The
hands, so-
windmen?
Yes. And then
too.
Taliesin, we miss you.
I know.
Oh God.
Well, Orem, you're up first. As you see the wolven form of Chetney begin to emerge as it tries to rush past you up the stairs. You are there standing, shield at the ready blade, and this creature, while it was kind of in an investigatory mode, now begins to see that there is something below here and is preparing itself to hold the line. What are you going to do?
And there's no way by, right? The door is still there, immovable, rotted shut.
The door is still there, movable, rotted shut currently, yes.
Shit. And what's the demeanor of this thing? Is it just like hovering, waiting? Or
It's just now, like formed out, and it's just noticing you there, and you see like its eyes begin to flash in intensity as it begins to recognize that indeed it's found what it thought it was smelling.
Okay. Then, at the moment...
It's not too late for plan fucking.
Or fighting, or whatever.
Plan fucking? You want to fuck in initiative order.
I'll hold my turn.
2023, guys! 2023!
I'm gonna take like a couple of steps up the stairs past Chetney, hold an attack, and say, I'm gonna hold an attack if it gets within range attacking me, and I'm gonna look up and say, invite only.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, I hit my knee! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh,
Okay.
it hurts. Oh, but it's so funny.
I'm holding an attack.
You're holding an attack,
Yes.
ready, and saying invite only.
Invite only.
Okay. So that's gonna be your turn.
Yep.
Next up is Imogen with Laudna on deck.
Our son will see this one day.
Don't say that.
No, I won't. It's too many hours.
No, they'll
Wind
clip
sound I
it.
can put on here.
Think about it.
What was the sound, boys? We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah!
4.
We're fully committed to fucking.
We are?
Yeah.
Wait, repeat for Ashley what you just said.
What was the sound up there, boys? We're just getting started. Oh.
Oh man, Matt, thanks for preparing all that deep lore last game. It's so rich and deep.
Yep.
We'll see how deep it gets before the episode's done.
Oh wow.
All right, so
Wait.
I will say make a deception check
Okay.
just for the hell of it.
Do I
Does
give
she have
her advantage
advantage?
because of the invite only?
And because our
No, because you're
titties are
standing in
out?
an aggressive way with weapons out.
No, I'm acting like the guard for the orgy. Yeah, I'm the doorman.
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly.
So,
Duh.
okay, got you. Okay, I would like you to make a deception check as well.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Both of you.
I rolled a 24.
Yeah.
24.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so then I'm counting these up.
I wanted to give you advantage.
Okay, so that's your own action. You're gonna shout that phrase out, and that's your turn.
Hold on, let me look at just one little second. Yes, and I'll start unbuttoning my vest.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Just a small town girl.
Laudna, your turn.
Oh, no.
Never been no.
Okay. I pull out the trashy scry ball, and I toss it to F.C.G. And I say,
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
we have to hurry. We're late for our session.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I'm gonna roll with it.
Yes, and
Just webcamming a bit. It's
I'm
great.
gonna hold it and aim it towards her. And shine the lights on her.
For her only heroes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll deception check.
Have a feeling with these people
this is the context
Somebody-
everyone in this world understands.
Yeah, oh yes. Don't fuck me, Gil. Natural 1.
All right, that's 2 in that chord.
Yeah.
This is all just confusing.
So, Imogen, is that your turn? Are you gonna stay put?
That's Laudna.
Sorry, Laudna. Sorry.
New
I
Year,
don't know why it
same
happens.
shit.
I do.
Sorry.
I do too. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know
it's
why.
permissible right now.
I don't know
There's
why.
some brain wire.
My apologies.
Crossing.
Yes, yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Oh God.
Okay, Chetney.
I'm gonna hold my attack, and I'm gonna turn halfway up the staircase and prepare to descend and say,
Oh, wait. It wasn't a 1.
What was it, a 7?
No, it was a 19.
Wait,
I saw
what?
it wrong. I think, right?
"That's a 19." Was that was?
I didn't. I don't think I touched it.
How
now
did
it
you
says-
go
Now
down?
I don't know. Now I don't know. Never mind. Just move on.
It's too late now. Move on.
How did you think it was a 1? It was a 19.
It's too hard to see with the reflection.
They're very hard to read on the guild dice. That was like the first guild die ever.
It's also a bit of that's a
Well, the
sturdy-
challenge here is the 19 is next to the 1.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I don't know.
you don't know.
I don't know.
We'll go with the 1. So that was what was initially there.
Okay.
Regardless, Chetney.
I'll hold my attack in case an enemy comes near, and I'll turn around on the stairs and face down, and I'll say,
Okay, I'm waiting for my action. Let me know when to enter the scene. I'm here to fix your pool. Is that my cue?
Make a deception check.
Oh God.
The voice goes out.
17, 18.
Okay.
Okay. It is now the air elemental's turn.
Okay.
A voice from behind the wall, as the wall's now like it's being like knocked back and forth against the strain of the rod. Voice goes,
What do you see? What's down there? I'm hearing voices.
"Open it up! Open it up!" And the door's impacting. The elemental kind of like if a creature without a neck could tilt its head confused, kind of like it, like its arms go behind it and it darts at an arc, and with a little bit of space there is, it seems to stretch almost like the abyss liquid head but made of air
We're naked.
over the top of you, over the top of Chet, to into this chamber, and this kind of like floating up right towards the ceiling, and this edge kind of taking in the vicinity. The wind, by the way, in this room is starting to whip around it. Bits of dust and scraps of burlap and old dried grains and dust and rocks are just being caught in the small cloud in the room around it as it does, and just kind of sits there.
I didn't know we rented a wind machine for this one. Oh.
I'm a big bright shining star. I'm a big bright shining star.
It's not attacking yet. It looks like it is trying to ascertain what the fuck this is, and 2 is asserting dominance within the chamber.
There's like 3 arguably better plans, and this was the one.
Fern, you're up.
You're good at deception, right?
And you're naked.
I'm just full
full-
naked. My deception's fine. I am going to. I'm gonna produce flame, and I'm just gonna like rave dance, just like like.
Are you acknowledging the giant wind creature that just?
Not at all.
Okay.
I'm just lighting,
Like those burlesque
dancing,
performances from, like, the
dancing around
20s?
Laudna, giving her the light, behind her, interpretive dancing, shimmying.
This is the most unique initiative.
Don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Shimmying, but I will hold
I love
an
this.
action if he attacks.
Okay. What are you holding?
Holding my. I'm holding my Caleb's produced flame. So if he does something, I'm gonna foof it at him.
You got
Man,
it.
paint this, Larry Elmore.
All right.
Just dancing.
Yes, please.
Make a deception check.
Okay. Danceception. Oh, she's going to another rack of dice.
Come here. 15.
15. Okay. The creature seems confused.
Okay. Then our work is done.
Not bad.
F.C.G.
I'm gonna scoot forward, scoot back a little, and be like, I'm rolling.
Yes.
Tell the truth.
And then I'll say, hey, Windy boy, you're ruining my shot. Can you do that in the back corner, please, to get the hair of the girls going? And I'm gonna just point him to the back of the.
Oh, the pool boy's here? Is that the line?
Not yet.
Make a deception check. I'm inclined for
Can you guide yourself?
disadvantage
Can you
based
guide
on the
yourself?
pun, but
Too
no.
late. I also rolled a 1.
No!
That was it.
The creature just kind of stands there, kind of looming down upon all of you. You hear the heavy impacts of the door jammed against the movable rod that you've placed.
Did we?
Yeah.
Before you begin to hear the sound of some heavy-weighted instrument or weapon is carving through the wooden door false wall. As it's happening, this entity, this creature, just seemed to be kind of like standing there, and it just kind of shifts around and is untrustingly so, just staying nearby.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's kind of just placing itself immediately in the proximity. Large kind of hammer-like fists that loom off the side of swirling, impacting air. Eventually, the door splinters through, and you watch. Especially the two of you are still by the steps, unless you want to move.
No.
We're taking this all the way to the bank.
Committed.
All the way.
Commit.
As it kind of splinters through and someone pushes by, and you can see the rod is holding itself there, but now the door's broken partially around it, and they kind of push past and pull it back in with splinters as they yank it backward. While this is happening, what are you all doing?
Oh, we get more stuff?
Is there anything else you want to change, manipulate?
I'm gonna wiggle myself to the bottom of the stairs.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, as you begin to wiggle towards the stairs, the creature puts its windy arm out and prevents you from moving.
No touch, no touch, no touch, no touch.
Are you the intimacy coordinator?
Yeah.
You see, both of you who are at the top of the steps, as a splinter of the wooden board gets pulled away and torn to the side, you see a figure begin to look through. It looks to be this kind of half-elven, thin man with the long, thin hair and the kind of dark crimson and gray robes with the leather armor. Looks by.
What's going on down here? What's this?
Private party. Can I help you?
And moves past, and you see another figure standing behind him that begins to approach.
I need an invitation if you're gonna come through here. You got one?
I don't need an invitation where I walk. Get inside, up against the wall. I've got some questions.
Who can I say is calling?
Interested parties as to the owner of this house.
Can't let you in here.
Well, I'm not going to leave that answers.
Well, I'm right here.
All right. As you're there in that transformed form.
Are we holding the roll?
Still rolling. Back to one.
Still outside the door, or is he?
He's like pushed past it. There's just like a slight gap where he's able to like squeeze past, and is now standing at the top of the stairs, looking down. The wind's still whipping from inside the chamber outward. The rest of you kind of being held down by this entity, just kind of consuming that center of the entryway there, preventing anyone from leaving without being pulled back.
If you could just wait until the scene is over. I get performance anxiety.
Who are you? Why are you here?
You can walk, or you can fight.
I didn't put the rules forward, so that's on you.
Whip out Grasping Vine and pull the fucker down the stairs.
Okay, so now we are back at the top of the initiative order, which you are at the top of the initiative order.
Okay.
So the figure.
Just the porn production company.
Oh, shit. Yes, that's the end of it.
Poc-O-Pea Industries.
We could
diversify.
We could just also be filming a porn while we fight.
Oh, a fight porn.
The entity is a dexterity saving throw?
category.
Yep. Correct. That is not going to succeed. That is a 2. Double check one thing here. If there was just some rough rolls there, it was a hard sell, but it was possible for something weird. Fails the saving throw. Immediately gets pulled down the steps right up into your face.
With Seedling waiting.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I'll just catch him on the first.
It's
looking
just
for
true.
That is.
We got this through Film LA. Yes.
Come on, D&D Beyond. Come on.
We have a permit.
That is. D&D Beyond is not cooperating. That's a 20 to hit.
20 to hit does indeed hit.
And I'm going to make that a. Oh boy, a trip attack. So they have to make a strength save and beat a 16.
No, that is a 13.
Okay, so they're going down with this one.
Gets pulled towards you. You sweep with the strike and knock the legs out from under them as they hit onto the steps.
All right, so that's 12 damage on that slash. So I yank him down, catch him on the blade, and then kick into his shin to bring him down to face plant on the stairs. And as soon as he's down, he's prone at advantage. Bring it into his not lethal, but into the side gut, and that definitely hits. That is a 24.
24, that hits, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll make this a... Nope, we'll just make it an attack. So that is... Jeez. 4 plus... That's 10 damage.
10 damage, you got it.
I'm just going to hold.
Maintains concentration. All right, so... You just strike twice, knock them onto the side of the steps as they roll down. You slash a second time, kind of catching them off guard as they're on the steps and trying to get back to their knee.
Does the Grasping Vine, it says until the spell ends, and it's up to a minute, you can direct the vine. So it's coming out of like my shield hand or sword hand.
Sword hand.
And I've got it, right? So it's
Correct.
there for a minute?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now, it pulls towards you and then releases. It doesn't, like, restrain or anything.
But I still have it,
But you
right?
still have it.
Okay.
As long as you maintain concentration.
Yep.
All right. You stay put?
No, I'll bop down the steps by Chetney.
Okay. So you go ahead and shift down to the bottom of the steps next to Chetney there.
Yep.
All right, so with that, Chetney, you're situated right there. But, however, there are two other figures that are pushing through that are next in initiative. One of the figures begins to squeeze through. You see a woman in a similar kind of garb, less robed, more like dark red and gray, studded leather armor, kind of a half cloak to the back, and what looks to be two blades that are being drawn as she kind of deftly squeezes through, rushes down the steps, and kind of vaults over the friend of hers, the ally that is now on the ground and kind of pulling out of the vine, leaps down towards the two of you, blades out, and as she lands over here, she kind of gets right into the melee range of both of you.
For us, we're gonna fight these people.
He's going to go ahead and take 2 strikes, one with each blade, one towards each of you, one towards each. That is going to be a 25 against you, Chetney.
Hits.
For
sure.
Actually, no, sorry. It would be 10 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5.
Thank you.
And then against you, Orem, natural 20.
Ooh. Okay.
That's going to be 9 points of slashing damage, rolled shitty on the damage die.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here, but it's freaking weird. He kind of looks past the 2 of you to the rest of the group on the inside by the elemental, and kind of just, with a confused look on her face, raises a heavy brow, and then steels herself. With that, the next individual is going to go ahead and dart down, and squeezing through, and it's going to just kind of hold the top of the steps right there.
What's their armor class right now?
Kind of made a pincer point there. As they kind of rush through. Actually, you know what? No, they're going to stay at the top of the steps.
Actually, I think Orm's the only one who actually went.
Squeeze through at the very top point there.
He's the only one.
Pull a heavy crossbow out from behind. And just kind of aim downward. And it's going to go ahead and take a volley.
A volley?
And just fires multiple heavy crossbow bolts. It's going to be in 10 feet of a point.
What?
So it's going to take a shot at the 3 of you right there.
What the hell?
One against each. One against
Who are the 3?
Orem, Chetney, and you,
me?
Imogen. So it's going to be a 12 against you.
Okay, that's a miss.
Natural 1 against you, Imogen.
Ooh. Nice.
And then natural 20 against you, Chetney.
Yeah.
That's going to be... Shit, rolling really bad. That's 8 points of piercing damage to you, reduced to 4.
Okay. Great.
And just kind of like stealing it from behind. The figure on the ground hasn't gone yet, but is currently in the process of trying to get up.
Get up.
Okay.
Are we doing this?
Are we sure we want to fight in a basement?
Well, they're fighting us. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Well, we could say we've rented the basement. We don't live here looking for the owners of the house.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Me too. I'm committing to the bit.
We're committed.
Committing to the
We're
bid?
fully
I'm gonna
committed.
No, we're not committed yet. It's one attack and a bunch of them.
Okay. So, next up in line is Imogen.
I don't either.
Oh, I'm gonna I'm sorry. Are you the owners? We didn't see anybody come in for such a long time. We thought the house was empty. I'm so sorry.
As the bolt into the ground right before you, and the figure that entered here, currently pulling the vines off of its body that retract back to the blade that Orem is holding, kind of gets up and starts glancing over in your direction.
It's just so hard to find a place to do this kind of stuff, you know?
Make a directed deception check against a non-elemental entity that has some societal context as to what you're referring to.
Sure.
You kept the creature at bay from immediately going aggressive, as it was waiting for its associates to arrive, but now you're talking to an intellectual individual. Roll a deception check for me.
I'm not sure that's but again.
God damn it.
No, come on!
She's laughing because
Gods, the dice gods just really didn't want us to do this bit. I'm really good at deception.
Okay. So you say this as you rush forward, and the figure instead goes, for a second, kind of glances over at this scene and goes, and then this is a very strange and misunderstanding. And then sees you with your partially open shirt, and looks at you and your arms and your wrists. What are those markings?
Oh!
Take him now!
No, I'm gonna bonus action.
Okay.
Misty step.
Okay, where are you misty stepping?
Top of the steps.
Top of the steps. Okay.
now we're running.
So now, let me get the other bell.
Are we now running? Are we now running?
This continued WizKids combat cam is brought to you by WizKids.
Oh,
and you can still go.
God.
What the fuck?
Oh, beautiful.
WizKids.io/CRminis, where you can get minis
here,
like these.
This is the basement.
Why is this so big? Oh my god.
So with that, you Misty Step, and you're apparating now. This door is busted open into the kitchen.
Cool.
And you appear on the opposite side in the kitchen, glancing into the steps that lead below.
Okay.
This actually has been overturned too, onto the ground.
Oh, that was the piece of furniture.
So, that's your bonus action and your action. You still have your movement if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna move and run out the kitchen and hide behind the wall on the other side.
Okay, so
it's really out of hand.
40 feet, what you got there at the top steps is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
done now, right? It's
30.
done now?
That's about as far as you can get the rest of your movement.
No, we're
I can't hide behind the wall.
Unfortunately, no, it gets you just past that point.
Okay.
That's where you are.
All right.
All right, and Imogen's turn. That now brings us to Laudna. You watch Imogen just, as the leader now has definitely made up their mind as to whether or not this ruse is effective. What are you gonna do?
My scene partner! And then I transform a dread.
That is...
Naked Laudna, form of dreads.
Oh, God.
Yes. Saggy
What
titties,
have you
flopping in
done?
the wind.
What have you done?
That's some Wicked City shit right there is what that is.
And then, as my neck cranes and then my shoulder blades, rupture out of my body, I am going to then cast Spider Climb on myself. I'm going to leap onto the ceiling and Spider Climb out after Imogen.
Okay. As you do that, the elemental is going to take a slam attack at you as you leave its attack range. That's not great. That is going to be a...
And I have a mirror image up.
Yep, that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Miss.
It goes and rolled a 2. It swings wide as you leap up out of its grasp and then just skitter across. As you head out towards the top, the two other entities see you who didn't see you. They're at the top of the stairs. The only one that kind of glanced at you would be the one that got tripped by you, but even then it was more focusing on you vanishing and looking over its shoulder as you disappeared into the hall behind as it heard your footsteps leave through the kitchen. It looks back just as you skitter across the ceiling. You hear all of them in unison go, "Ah!" This is a smallish area, so you will be kind of cruising over them. They will get attacks of opportunity as they move past. At least not the one that's on the ground. So the one that's in the robes will not be able to strike you. But the one that at the top, or both the other two get one strike at you as you go by.
Right.
The one with the two blades that's next to Chetney and Orem is going to go ahead and strike at you that is 16.
Hit. Except it doesn't. Mirror image, one down.
Which there's multiples of you now skittering across the ceiling. One of them filters out. The one at the top that's holding the crossbow does not, its turn, so it can't actually make one because it's still holding the heavy crossbow, doesn't have its weapon drawn, so it just kind of leans out of the way as you skitter past out into the kitchen.
This is why you should support sex workers.
That'll put you right here at the top of there, and we'll say you're on the ceiling, so you're about there.
Oh, God.
Out the top. All right, that finishes your go. This got really weird, really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Jenny, you're up.
Yes, it did. Man. Yes, it did.
Seriously.
Yeah. So we're all scattering, right?
I guess.
I don't know. Getting out of the basement. At least getting out of the basement. Oh, is there someone else up there? Fuck!
What?
There's so many people!
No.
Oh, that's a thing.
That's a statue. That's a statue.
What, right here?
Yeah,
Who's that over there?
We don't know. We're not there.
Oh, that's Imogen. All right. Oh, and that's a statue. All right, good.
As far as
Sure.
we know, look at this.
We don't
That's
know.
that's adjudicator.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
Is there anybody on the ground floor of the basement below the wind monster? I can't see.
No, there's nobody near the wind monster that's an enemy in this circumstance.
Okay.
The three that you can see are all pretty much on the stairs, or the one that's right by you at the bottom of the stairs. They're all in this small hallway. It's very cramped and cluttered.
Okay, I'll run up to the top of the stairs as a fucking giant werewolf. And is one of them grasped to the ground or just prone?
Just prone, getting up. There is one at the top of the steps that is currently blocking the way. You'll have to try and in your wolf form, try and make an acrobatics check to get by.
Can I try? Can I try a shove?
Yeah, you can.
Can I try and shove him off the top of the stairs down?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you run past, up the stairs, kind of leaping over the prone one towards the one that's currently dropping the crossbow and going for a blade now that it's kind of seeing kind of the situation within here. The one that has the 2 blades out now already uses reaction to attack her, so it doesn't get an opportunity to attack. As you rush towards, you would make a contested athletics check against the one at the top who's pulling his blade out and goes, shit! As you reach out and grab towards it. So
I get advantage because of hybrid strength.
You do indeed.
Okay. 17 plus 3 for 20.
Oh, you easily. You grab the front of the armor and goes falling down to the bottom of the steps and is not prone at the base.
Amazing.
And you, running that's 5, 10, 15, 20 feet will get you right up at the top there.
God, everyone's leaving me.
Yeah, I'll use the, if that's 20 or 25, I'll use the rest of the 15 just to go into the kitchen a little bit more and open up the doorway so I'm not, clogging up the work.
You got it. You're now in the center of the kitchen. That finishes your turn. It is now the elemental's turn. The elemental, which is going to go ahead and dart, stretching itself out, and whips through at an incredible speed. Oh, wow. Can move 90 feet. Fly speed as it cruises through.
Wow.
Holy shit. Woo, that's a blowjob.
Oh, okay.
80. It gets
you
about
looking for
there.
an agent?
Now, because it did swip through the area, Fern, Orem, Chetney, everyone except for F.C.G gets an attack of opportunity if they want to take it.
Oh, cool.
All of us?
I'm more of a manager.
I'm more of a manager.
Those are just like regular basic attacks, right?
Yeah. Unless you have
19 for me.
Like Warcaster.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
20 for me, excuse me.
20 hits.
But I don't have any rights up. That falls.
6.
No.
8 points of slashing damage.
I guess why not?
I'm going to make mine a goading attack too, so it has to beat a wisdom save.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's 10 points of slashing damage.
10?
Excuse me, a whopping.
That's okay.
No, 100%.
It rolls a 15 on its wisdom saving throw.
Fail.
It fails.
Fails.
Yeah,
So
so-
it attacks on anybody else, disadvantage, and it takes 15 points of slashing damage unless it's got some.
You've got it. Okay. So now off the other side, lands there, taking a couple of hits in the way. Kind of Imogen, as you rush into the chamber, kind of looking over your shoulder, you hear the
Is that fast?
and the wind picks up and it coasts overhead, and the stream of wind reforms into the entity there, as it's going to attempt to slam you twice with its fists.
Disadvantage.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Is that disadvantage?
That's right. Thank God. All right, so that brings it to 14.
I got mage armor up.
Yay!
So now, first one weaknesses.
Shut up.
And a 13. That goading attack is saving you. And it's like kind of distracted momentarily, like looking past you while it swings at you. And the one would have hit you, but that arcane field just manages to strike up and push it away in time. No impact actually finding your body. Finishing its turn, the elementalist over here is going to get up.
That's an elemental?
Elementalist.
Oh, elementalist.
He's controlling it.
Cool.
Angrily gets up and goes, "Oh, what is even happening down here?" And
Agreed.
is going to
Physical expression.
Let's see. They are going to. They're going to step past here, kind of like stepping over its friends, scoot past its ally to the back wall, kind of looking into this space. Get the others before they escape! And bringing its hand forward, it pulls this orb from inside its robe, and as it brings it forward, this like
shoot.
the somewhat cloudy crystal begins to turn a bright blue, and as it does, you watch as the air around it begin to just immediately form these icicles off the base of it, as it kind of holds it before, spins it, and then blows into the sphere. A massive blast of freezing energy
It's going to us.
out into the chamber there. I need
Nips.
FCG, Fern, and you want him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, my dick.
There.
Ooh, I rolled a 1, so I'm re-rolling. Much better.
What do we do? Constitution?
Constitution
I
save.
have advantage against spells and other magical effects?
You do have advantage in this, yeah.
Thank God.
Not good. 10.
26 points of cold damage.
13.
You rolled really bad. 26 points of cold damage.
21.
And you take 13 points of cold damage. As immediately this...
Other effects other than?
No. And he rolled really bad on damage. It's like 1, fuck. So, suddenly the entire interior of this room is flash frozen around you. The ground itself is covered in crystalline ice, and there are chunks of moisture in the air that have become just rocky protrusions of sharp crystal. Just around the ceiling and the area within. Your skin goes numb instantly, those of you who have skin. And as it retracts the orb, it kind of goes, shit, and kind of shakes it a little bit. That finishes its turn. That brings us to Fern and FCG. Fern, you're up first. FCG on deck.
That's just a big ass cone of cold paste.
It was, yeah. It just rolled really bad for damage.
We're done. We're done with the bit.
I think that's a cut.
Okay.
We're moving locations.
We're moving locations. Okay. I
Make camera moves.
am just gonna start wiggling, and I'm gonna turn myself into a Clydesdale. Clydesdale?
An interior Clydesdale.
That's
the best
a
kind.
massive animal.
How are you going to get out?
We'll find out.
Well, I mean, it says a war horse, so I'm
Sure,
a Clydesdale.
He's turning into a Budweiser commercial.
Sure is.
Let's go.
Just did amazing.
Okay. I'll say for the purposes of this, the closest I have. Well, no, this works for your visual presentation. So
Yeah. Ice cold brewed.
knocking back the nearby table
Amazing.
as you.
I'm getting on. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're not in here.
No.
I'm gonna take off running. 60 feet.
Okay, so you take off running.
Yeah.
Well.
And also, a trampling charge.
You and offered and went
Okay.
I mean, she's dumb as a horse.
What's it say for a trampling charge?
Trampling charge. If the horse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it with his hooves, with a hooves attack on the same turn, that target. This is written so weird. There's a period. There's so many typos in this.
Punctuation. I don't
That
understand
target
why.
must succeed
You know,
on a
you need
DC
D&D
14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay, so there are two of them standing right now. There's one that fell to the bottom of the steps after being pulled down by Chetney, and it's kind of like on its face. There's one standing just over that has two blades out. It's like a female kind of roguish figure. And there's the one that's robed that just now unleashed this kind of coldness, holding like the crystal orb in its hand. The one that's the only really one that you can probably get is you're trying to dart forward the 20 feet to get up to that space is going to be the one with the two blades.
Great.
So you charge towards it. This is going to be. So wait, is it an action to transform?
It's an action to transfer. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So technically you
It's
wouldn't
an
have
action
it.
you can magically transfer, but if the target is. Oh.
So you have to make an attack, I believe, to do that. Is that true?
That I think it is very true.
So unfortunately,
I'm running. I
You're just running
am
it?
just taking off like a racehorse.
Like a
war horse.
Like a draft horse.
Like Clydesdales are known for their speed.
So here's the thing. It's a very tight space here. As you go charging up the steps, you are pretty much the entire size of this room, and you're not like galloping. These are weird stone steps, and I don't know if you've seen a horse go up like vertical stairs. It's like. And then you get to the door that's still mostly there, except for just the side of it that's been carved through and splintered.
I'm just envisioning the Phil Collins.
So that's going to be your turn. If you want to next turn, you could try and burst through the door, but right now, that's your action, that's your movement, and you're now like wedged right in the middle of this
Very
hallway.
small door. I didn't fully think this through.
She says in her head.
Yeah. I understand what I should have done.
I can't get out now.
All right, FCG, it's your go.
My turn. I'm stuck down here with a bunch of bad guys. There's a big old horse's ass in front of me.
Laudna, as you're up on the ceiling hanging down, you hear, and you look and you just see just the nose of a horse kind of, just kind of shining through the door for a second before pulling back.
They didn't say we'd be working with live animals.
All right.
I'm also gonna do one of those, you know, when a horse like lifts their tail and they fart.
Yeah.
And it's just like a. I'm gonna do that too.
Oh, boy.
Just why not? Because I'm stressed.
It's a free action on that one.
Well, I'm stuck in here.
So F.C.G, what are you doing?
All right.
Quattro.
Bonus action.
Quattro.
Oh, I'm more than 30 feet away from Imogen.
Yeah.
But Orum's still here, but he's not a trusted ally. Right? In fact, I don't even think you are. I got ally, trusted companion.
Start.
I don't really think they're my trusted companion, so I couldn't even do that to her. Anyway, I'll give.
You bonded to 3 people, including Orm at the.
Oh, I did bond to you?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will give you a bonded blessing. So you have an extra D6 on something.
Something. Okay.
Okay, that's a bonus action. Oh boy. There's nowhere to go. I will look at there's 3 bad guys in front of me. Is that
There
right?
are, yeah. There's 2 that are standing up that are just kind of directly engaged with the space around Orm. There's one that's currently in the process of
I
getting
will
back to its
cast a level 3 command
Okay.
on all 3 of them.
Command.
I will cast a level 3 command on
Yeah.
all 3 of them.
All right. What do you command them to do?
Fat.
Oh no.
Oh. You know, it's all about setting the tone in the new year, Matt. About setting the tone,
I can
declaring your
change it.
intention.
I can change it. I can do something
No.
else.
Players make the creative choices they wish. I'm not going to deny that. Do you wish to command them to fap? It lasts for a round.
Oh, so does mine. I don't want to subject our audience to that imagery.
Thank you.
I did. Exactly.
So I'll change it. I'm going to command them. It's a little heady.
Oh, this one's heady?
Command. They have to command other people things. That's
Okay.
their
Okay.
command.
You command
It's
them to command.
Yes, correct.
All right.
It's a little.
The one on the
It's a little
ground that's
heady.
getting back up. That is going to be an 18.
That succeeds.
It is.
The one with the 2 blades out, she rolls a
Where did it all go
14.
wrong, you guys? We started making our enemies fat.
But she gets advantage on wisdom saving throws, actually. Oh, yeah. So 14?
14.
What's your spell DC?
Whatever
14,
that
so
saying
succeed.
is.
And then the one that's
He's
the
a synonym
robed
for
figure with the
another.
orb. Natural 1.
Imagine though if you'd have just said fat, then just one of them would have started.
Just vigorous masturbation. Vigorous wanking. Just furious.
What's the matter with you, Gary?
Like
I'm gonna go back to
Ball Z.
Okay.
Pretty sure I know.
So 2 of them kind of like
I got
shrug off the influence, while the one with the orb goes, "Go forth! I told you to do something now! The thing! Go!"
Which one was the
The one with the
caster?
orb. Yeah, the caster.
Does he seem like the leader?
No.
So dumb.
So that's your action and bonus action.
And I guess
You moving at
I'm
all?
gonna move if I can. I'll get at least to the foot of the stairs if I can.
Can you go under Fern's
I'm gonna
legs?
try to widen my legs.
Horse's legs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to widen my legs.
What, your speed is
For
30
what?
feet?
To let you through.
Oh.
Through the
Oh.
door.
Your speed is 30 feet?
Yeah, I don't think I can even get out of there.
You can
I'm
get
gonna
at the
look
base of
over.
the steps. There's one of them is not prone at the top of the steps, but you would be occupying the same space as them. So yeah, you can get right to the base of the steps.
That's fine.
But that's your scene there.
It's
All
not like I
right,
can climb the steps anyway.
Oh.
top of the combat, Orem. It's your
Leave you here?
I know is it.
Grapple.
I can get him out. It's fine.
I'll just grapple the back of the
I'll get
horse
out
and
of
I'll
it.
ride it. Like an old western.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay into this caster. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
all right.
He's giving commands. He's out of it. He can't fight back.
He can when he wakes up. That's true. Is it a he or a she, the caster?
The caster's a he.
A he. So caster's commanding. There's one person down, and the rogue is, or the roguish character that I already attacked is there, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna attack them.
Okay, the rogue.
Yeah,
you got it.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 for them just hits.
Okay. That is a 9. I'm gonna attack again. That is 17 again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 action surge.
All right.
I keep going. So I'm just slashing the rogue back against the wall, just doing some Princess Bride action. The
Trying
next
to parry to the side and just barely missing before like the blade gets guided into the arm.
Next one's a 19 to hit for the third.
That hits.
That is 7, and then I will. No, I'll just finish off. Keep going. That is a 21.
Okay, nice round.
That is 10 points of damage. They're up still?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They're looking a little hurt, but they're still up.
Shite. And then I'm going to leap and use my movement to kick off of their chest and land on the steps. So here, so boom,
okay.
If I have to.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Sure. That's a 1, which I get to re-roll. That is 24.
24, so...
Kick off, land on the steps, bait and switch, trade places with F.C.G, yank them up the stairs.
Alrighty.
Give them...
And then head under looking.
An additional 1 to your AC.
There you go. Hey, it all helps.
Yeah.
And I will stand my ground against this rogue and the not fapping caster.
You've got it.
The not fapping caster.
That should be the name of our movie.
A critical role novel.
NFC for FCG.
Okay.
Roll!
So, finishing your turn, Orem, that brings us to the roguish figure, who after taking a few slices just looks at you, and the caster next to them is going, "Do the thing I said! Go now! Quickly! Before things happen! Do it!" And you're like, "I don't understand what..." Fine. Looks up at after these two switch places, gets a bit confused, and is less concerned about the immediate combat and more about the rest of them fleeing, and goes ahead and just kind of gives you a look, and then darts up the stairs and is going to attempt to flip over you.
Flip me over or flip
over
me?
you.
This is the rogue?
This is the rogue.
I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, you may.
Unless, no, this is brand new. Yeah, so that is a shitty roll. That is 13.
13 misses. Okay. You swipe over, rolled pretty high acrobatics. Right as you get like pushed up the stairs by Orem, you're like, great. You look back, landing right in front of you is the roguish female. And she kind of like looks at you for a second and then turns around and keeps running. You get an attack of opportunity.
All right. An attack of opportunity as well?
Well,
how
it's
is
not
she
up to
going to
you
get
yet.
through the
Sorry,
horse pipes?
Hooves?
Find out.
I will buzzsaw her as
Make
she
an attack.
goes. Oh, that was crazy. 11 plus things.
75% of a door on the way.
That. Oh wait, it's okay. 15 to hit.
15 misses. Through the air, no impact. Darts up the stairs towards you. You have your hands out. As you look down, you just see the rogue dart towards you.
I'm gonna kick with my back hoof.
Okay, and it's going to attempt to tumble beneath your large Clydesdale legs. I will say, go ahead and make an athletics check for me, and it's going to make an acrobatics check using the horse's strength. So just roll and add your horse's strength.
It's a majestic animal.
10.
21. So you kick out with the legs and you hit air and a bit of the stone of the low sloped ceiling that descends into the stairs as you kind of miss, and right as you bring your legs back down, your head, which has been kind of face downward, follows as it tumbles through the legs out through the middle of the kitchen and has now emerged here to catch up to you, Chetney. Right there. And is going to go ahead and strike at you twice. Doesn't even notice you, because you're up on the ceiling right now. That's going to be 2 strikes against you. Actually, no. It's going to go ahead and, as it lands, it gives you this keen look over. I need you to make a deception check, please.
Oh. Deception check.
Yes, it's kind of like eyeing you up and down for a moment, kind of gauging.
9.
And right as you kind of glance back at it, as you're rushing through, it kind of smiles with a wink and goes for a particular strike towards what it sees as a weakness in your defense.
Oh.
That's natural 20.
Oh! Silvery bombs.
Silvery, okay.
Ooh. You do that on a melee
That is
attack?
not a natural 20. That becomes it still becomes a 22 to hit, but it does not. So with that, no, it's any d20 roll. So strikes you for, oh, there we go, 10 points of slashing damage. Hold on, but they get sneak attack on you because they managed to peek insightfully into your defense.
I'm also going to give that advantage to Chetney since he's facing off against this.
You got it.
Oh,
okay.
Thank God
There
you
you go.
took away
roll.
the natural 20 on that sneak attack.
That would have been ghastly.
So it's a total of 28 points of piercing damage to you, reduced to 14.
14.
God,
All right.
why is it reduced to 14? Because you're a werewolf? Cool.
I'm a wolf.
And they're going to action surge
Oh my gosh.
and strike you
You're like a
twice.
fighter rogue.
Nice. Yep.
An action surge rogue?
Next attack roll.
Enemies can
ability check
multi-class
will save
too.
No, they can't.
That is a really smart idea.
Pretty sure that's not allowed.
Attack.
The first strike, however, is only 12 to hit.
Misses.
The second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Now you've got that one little bit of your defense. The blade got through to a pretty tight bit, and then now that that's there, you're at the ready now, no longer in the moment fleeing, and then it should just claw the blades to the side. Nothing quite finding purchase on your flesh.
Ouch.
That's going to finish their go, and then now it's going to be this guy who's going to get up for half his movement onto the ground. It draws the blade free, and it's going to glance over to the caster and go, I'm not sure you're asking, but they're running. I'll try and stop them.
Do the thing!
Do it now!
Lifts his shield back up off the ground that had tumbled, and is going to draw its long sword out, and it's going to take 2 strikes at you, F.C.G, from
me,
behind.
but I'm just a sweet little cinematographer.
That's going to be 13 to hit.
It does not hit.
And the second strike is going to be, it's going to be a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, second strike does hit you for, shitty rolls, 8 points of slashing damage.
Great.
And it's going to use the Horde Breaker ability to make a different attack within 5 feet of the original target, which is you. So it's going to go ahead and make one strike misses, one hits you, and then takes the shield back to kind of push you back, and then try and strike throw to you for, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
You take
Where's the adjudicator?
11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Finishing their turn, as they're just going to have their movements up there. I'll say, now you've already taken attacks of opportunity, so it's going to attempt to push past you, F.C.G, with an acrobatics check as well, to kind of, which it rolls pretty dang high. Do you want to make an athletics check to try and push it at bay?
I can do that?
It's contested as it tries to roll past you, or tries to push past you in this small, tight space.
Sure, I'll try to grapple it back.
Or just make an athletics check to see if you can kind of muscle it from moving past you.
Sure. 13 plus anything?
Plus your strength or athletic skill?
14.
14, okay. Yeah, it's still not quite enough. It can't move too far, because half its movement it lost trying to get up, but it does push 10 feet past you up to the stairs and is now shield in front, blade out at the ready, and is now trying to occupy as much of the space. But as it kind of moves up and turns around, it hears the it looks over its shoulder, and hadn't noticed until this point in the middle of the focus, the horse that is kind of back of its legs are about 5 feet from its shoulders.
Just queefing.
No.
Imogen, you're up with Laudna on deck.
Oh, God.
It's a mighty steed.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the giant thing in front of me and glance back at the baddie that just came running up the stairs. And I'm gonna put my hands up to my head and close my eyes and then shoot my hands out, and I'm gonna psychic glance both of them with
Both?
twin spell.
Twin spell, all right.
Oh.
Guys, this went tits out and then it went tits out.
So that is 1
1, 2, 3, 4 used, and then
Intelligence
saving throw, correct.
All right, so the elemental. That's a natural 20 on its wisdom save for the elemental. But for the other figure, that is going to be. This is intelligence, not wisdom, so it does not get advantage on its wisdom saving throw.
Good.
So that rolled a natural 5. It fails.
Okay,
so
great.
The rogue takes the
Failed.
full damage.
And then the wind thing got a natural 20 on the intelligence saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it takes half damage, I believe, right?
Yes, it does half damage, and it is not incapacitated, but the rogue is
Until the
incapacitated.
end of your next turn, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
that is 7d6.
Got
1, 2, 3, 4, 7d6?
So the rogue itself suddenly grasps the sides of its head and like, the blades kind of like tingle to the ground right below, and it kind of begins to reach for them to try and make sure it gets them back out of within its grasp, but its eyes are pulled tightly closed.
Really shitty roll. 19 damage.
19 damage to the roguish figure.
The worst. 4 ones.
And 9 damage to the elemental.
What is 2023? It's gonna be
Okay.
great.
But that rogue is incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
That's something.
That's great. Alrighty. So, that being the case, is that the rest of your turn? You want to stay put? You want to try and move?
I don't want to be in a line, so I'm going to move over to the side, at least of this door. Or, like, if I move, he's going to take a swipe at me.
You move too far from him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you move over to that side. You're kind of stepping onto the now busted door. It's kind of stuck into that weird tar-like substance that first trap set off. It's still kind of congealed on the floor. All right. That finishes your turn. Laudna, you're up with Chetney on deck.
I reach down and I grab my immovable rod.
Okay.
Is that a free action? Can I just reach down and grab it real quick?
Well, it's still in the door. They just like cut through the edge, so you can like reach down and grab it. So yeah, I mean, it is like activating it and pulling it out. I'd say that'd be your action to do so if you want to grab it now. Because you have to like climb through, hit the button, pull it back, and then
All
withdraw.
right. I'll do that because we're running. I'll grab it, and I'm going to quicken a spell, and I'm going to do Bane on all of them. The two.
Okay, so you're casting this while like standing at the hole in the door, so you have an eye line to all of them, right?
Yes.
And the wind.
And the wind.
So which one? So these two and the wind. You're leaving the rogue alone, or the rogue as well?
Oh right. Oh.
Because Bane is
there's
only 3
4.
targets. There's 4 targets
But I can also cast it at a higher level, right? And get another one.
if you want to.
Yeah. I'll do all of them.
All
Why
right.
not? Second level Bane.
Oh god. Oh god. Burn. And a burn.
Gravity has betrayed you.
There we go.
And then I'm going to keep spider climbing.
No, spider climbing.
That kills my spider
falls
climb.
from casting Bane.
So
you,
I drop and run.
you land onto the ground.
Yep.
This area now is pretty cluttered right here. While they are incapacitated, they're still holding the space. You'd have to like get up and over the stove area to get past where Chetney is, which is just an acrobatics check if you want to take it.
Sure. Sorry. Excuse me. Coming through.
It's not a high DC.
Oh, really?
Well,
It's not.
10 is what you have to get minimum.
5.
Okay, so you can't really get past. You try and like in all this chaos, you cast the spell and turn around, and the rogue is flailing, like they're screaming and clutching their face. They're grabbing a blade and they're just like swinging around wildly around them. And in doing so, you're like, this is a bit dangerous. You can't quite get past, and you're kind of stuck in that spot at the moment. So you can't unfortunately move through that space. Tight areas.
Yes. All right.
Is that finished turn?
Yes.
Okay. Now it is Chetney's go.
That's the episode title, guys.
Tight spots.
Tight areas.
Tight areas.
Tight. I'll reach.
Small tight spaces. So.
I'll reach back and pull out turmoil.
Ooh.
And whisper, or not whisper, done, and it extends into the scythe.
Ooh, cool.
I'll drag it up. I'll drag it up me calf. And you see ice. No, I'm sorry, fire. Come off of the sickle with my bonus action, and that hurts me. 3 points. Okay, and I'll take my first attack against the rogue in the kitchen with me.
Okay, the rogue is incapacitated, which I believe gives you advantage on the attack rolls.
Oh, and sneak attack, right?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
As long as you have advantage. I'll double check real fast.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's incapacitated. That's what it does. Pardon me for just a moment here.
No. Take your time, my love. Take your time.
Incapacitated. No, actually, it's just a regular attack. You just can't take actions or reactions.
Got it.
Can still move on its turn.
Well, that's good. That's 26 for the first one.
That hits, yeah.
Second one is 17.
17 hits.
Nice.
17 just hits.
First one is five. 8. 7. It does 15 points of damage. 7 of that is thunder damage as it hits.
Okay.
And the second one is, that's better. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 6, 21 points of damage. 6 of that is thunder.
21 points of damage. Oh, they are looking real rough.
That's on the roguish?
That's on the roguish one, yeah. You strike twice.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, sneak attack.
4 points.
Additional 4 damage?
And 5. So 5 total.
Well, sorry, there was an additional sneak attack damage on this one because you didn't have an ally. Well, no, actually, you do with you and Millie. Yeah, so you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
On both or just
the one? You only get sneak attack.
So just
additional 4. Oh my god!
They fully propel her.
So you strike twice so that blood kind of like across the walls on each side of the interior kitchen. The stone that now has this crimson spray on each side. And the roguish female's like, God, still like clutching the side of her head, eyes partially open, looks up at you, see blood kind of looking out the corner of her mouth, eyes going wide, looking around, and you see that panic, that look of, I gotta get out of here. All right, that finishes your turn, Jenny. You want to move or stay put?
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Finishing your go, it is now the air elemental's turn. The air elemental shifts over and now occupies the broken open doorway of the front of the chamber. As it does, it's going to go ahead and go into a multi-attack against you, as you're the one that's currently closest to it. Dude. She watches its arms kind of like pull into its body, and it turns into this large tornado torrent, and both of its arms begin to extrude from the sides like a spinning blast of hammers.
Yeah.
It's baned.
It is Bane, yeah, which is it's rolled pretty well, but with that still said, it's a 23 to hit.
No, you still have it for a minute.
And
But yes.
that's going to be a 19 to hit. Okay, so both hit you. The first hit slams you heavily in the side of your shoulder and head as you try and prepare for the impact. For 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Crack! The other, 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Big damage.
You feel like you just got hit by what you imagine eventually a freight train would be if it would be invented in Alexandria. Like you were like side slammed by a Clydesdale.
That's
twice.
happened and it didn't feel good.
And it's just kind of sitting there in the space, kind of looming large, its torso puffing up. It's occupying as much space as possible to try and create a blockade in this area. That's going to finish its turn as it stands there, and with that, the Elementalist is going to go. The Elementalist, it doesn't take an action, it's just commanding, keep doing it! Great job! Go after the thing! Whatever I said, do it now! And it's going to go ahead and run to try and catch up, and it's gonna try and push past you after the rest of his party is just now abandoning this chamber. Make another athletics check to try and keep it at bay if you'd like.
Back here, you. That's a 16.
16. It can't get past you.
Yeah.
You kind of hold it back at this point, and it kind of like, now, Kun! Keep going! Don't stop!
You're doing great.
I told you! No! You can see now this kind of like muttering of frustration, and then all of a sudden the spell finally fades. This like spindly, thin, kind of like handlebar, kind of stonewall facial hair now close up. It's thin and patchy, and this figure is not your favorite you've encountered this close up.
Oh boy.
But I'm gonna say that they spent their action finishing the commands.
Amazing.
So that's gonna finish their turn. No, because that was their action. They'd have a bonus action still. They can Misty Step.
Counterspell. I don't have it.
I was like,
I don't have counterspell.
So with that, you know what? I'm gonna make a perception check because it has to look past a Clydesdale.
Nice.
Actually, no, roll okay. Okay, so it does
In the Clydesdale.
up onto this barrel here. It's like, oh god! And, like appears, lands sitting on a barrel right next to you. You're there. The rogue is right there. There's the horse face pushing through the door, and in the middle of it is this werewolf with a giant flaming scythe. And the mage just goes, "What the fuck is going on? Who are you?" That's their turn. With that, Fern, you're up with FCG on deck.
All right, I'm gonna try to get through the door.
Okay.
There's no way I can just walk through.
Well, you got the rod, so
The
you
rod's gone.
You can if you want to.
You should be able to.
So you like nuzzle the door, and the door kind of like, it's now opening. The rod has been removed. It is a very crowded area. There's about 10 feet, or about 5-10 feet behind you for the person who's to your back.
I'm gonna fly through the door and just fucking run.
Okay. There isn't a lot of room here to do this.
Oh, well.
Like almost none, because the person's behind you. You can try and kick them down the stairs to give yourself more room, or you can just try.
Yeah,
and
I'll
push.
do one of those where both back legs go up.
Boom. All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
As your
Actually,
back like slams into the door frame. Like, ow! Ow!
Big bruise on the back.
Okay. What am I doing again?
This is an athletics check, so roll a d20, add your strength or athletics of your horse form.
Correct.
Roll for horse form.
Roll for horse form.
Okay. I'm doing mine. No.
No, the strength of your horse, which is much better than
10.
10. Their athletics roll was an 8. So the shield's still up. You don't do any damage. They pull the shield up, seeing you, the legs reel, and go, oh shit! Put the shield up. Their back of their helmet like scrapes the back of the stone. They tumble back. You, FCG, watch them tumble in your direction. I like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
A 12 plus nothing.
Nah. They tumble in you. And both you and this entity fall back to the bottom of the stairs and are knocked prone.
This is a clusterfuck.
Yeah. It would have made it, but the Bane removed a d4 from its save.
Nice. Nice.
And so now you can. What's the speed of your horse?
60 feet.
60 feet. You could back up 15, 20 feet, and then go into a full charge towards the door. You come blasting through the door, slams open.
That's everybody.
Everyone in the middle of the kitchen goes, like they're in the middle of the chaos, and they just hear up the stairs as it's clomping as fast as it can. The door slams open. The mage, the rogue, you, Laudna, are all going to have to make dexterity saving throws.
Am I just far enough away I don't have to?
The mage fails. Mage is knocked prone.
All right.
The rogue succeeds. Manages to like barely dodge out of the way.
Rogue shit.
And what'd you get, Laudna?
18.
18. You managed to move out of the way. So the mage is not just knocked prone, but is probably thrown back. And is like stuck now up into the kitchen area.
Does it drop its sphere? Does it drop its sphere?
No, the sphere was placed within like a satchel that it keeps in the side for it. But it is like kind of like up and it jammed onto the cabinets and the top of the counter, and is prone. Everyone else okay? And you can try and rush through.
How far can I just booking it?
You're just booking it. So that was just the door opening. So you go ahead and roll a strength check with the horse again. This is there's a lot going on here, and you're pushing through a very tight space. This is challenging.
Tight spaces.
It's possible.
Awesome. Okay, that is 22.
22. Okay. Laudna, are you going prone intentionally to let her go by?
Can I just... I need to go prone?
To let her go by, you will need to. This is a big
Can you
horse.
hop on? Can I hop on?
If you had held your action to do so, I would have allowed it. But unfortunately, right now, this is all happening so fast. She's like, this is all reactionary.
Fuck that horse.
So,
What?
I said take it like a champ.
if you just let yourself go prone, she can go past.
All right, I'll go prone.
All right, Chetney,
We need to get the fuck out of
are you
here.
going prone to let her go by?
No.
Clydesdale run through a kitchen.
Okay.
Small kitchen.
Listen, there are some things you just don't count out.
Natural 19.
So wait, does she move a little
so
forward a bit?
the rogue does manage to shift over this way, out of the side, like quickly kind of dodging out of the way to not be in the charging space of this. You need to go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage to try and contest the horse.
Happy 2023, you guys.
So
24.
24. You're rushing through. Laudna goes prone to let you run over.
23.
The mage gets knocked deeper into the kitchen.
Hit point wise? Oh, okay.
And with that, you dart forward, and Chetney, how do you stop the horse?
Do I stop it or do I just get knocked aside by it?
Well, no, because you rolled a total of a 22. You rolled a 23.
Punch that horse
So
in the face.
you are resisting the horse now.
How do you want to shoot?
Yeah, it comes up. It comes right forward, and I just.
Just headbutt the horse. There's a heavy sound of cracking stone on stone, bone on bone, this heavy, sickening impact. And immediately you see this werewolf and this Clydesdale just dazed in the middle of the kitchen.
Like both of our heads went in, asses came up a little bit.
And then right back down. So that does finish your movement, but you are now in the kitchen, standing over a prone Laudna. Laudna, you are on the ground with the horse who's like around you as you're like dodging out of the way.
It's just flying back and forth.
So that's my movement.
Well, movement in action, because you knock the guy back to get the running space.
So, if there is a target that is knocked prone,
Fan artists everywhere.
the horse
like-
can make another attack with its hooves against as a bonus action.
I'm okay.
That's true. So you can make an attack against the mage if you want.
Yes.
I'll say it, that you can like spin around and kick towards the mage as he's like climbing off of the
I'm
cabinet.
just gonna start doing that thing that horses just kick their back legs and just going
wild
crazy in the kitchen.
Just smashing everything around. All right, roll an attack with advantage because it is prone.
Suspiria.
Water's thirst.
Oh yes. Let me see.
Okay.
Cocked again. Cocked the fuck again. Okay, the other one was better. That is 25.
25 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for your trample of damage.
2d6 plus 12. All right. 12.
12 points of damage. You got it. Okay. Maintains concentration. Okay, so it does maintain concentration, but it takes a heavy kick to the back of the shoulders and like, the arms kind of popped out of the socket. And so they're going like, as they're like standing on top of the cabinet, just barely getting up onto one knee.
Oh, God.
All right. That finishes your turn, I believe.
Yes.
So
That
Fern
brings
the
us-
horse is still the bottleneck in front of the door?
Yes.
Now it's kicking.
Now it's kicking wildly. F.C.G, you're up with the Orem on deck.
We are. It's down.
Last 3 rounds of imagining pulling out that door.
Downstairs is me, Orem, and one dude.
Yes.
And the dude is on top of me.
Pretty much. Like they're both on the ground, like shield is kind of leaned onto you. You're both prone. You can use half your movement to get up. If you want.
Oh, I don't have to like pry him off of me or
No,
anything?
no.
Oh. Is he looking rough?
He actually hasn't taken
Barely
any
been
damage yet.
touched.
He's just been
Banishment.
Okay.
What? 4th level. Yeah! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Wisdom save?
Yes. Charisma save.
Charisma save.
14.
Oh no, that's an 11. So, as you push him off, he goes like, and it's just gone. You hear this like faint sucking sound.
Do I choose?
Don't you choose?
No,
Are
it
you
sends
banished?
it to the astral.
It sends them to their. I'll double check again.
Of origin, unless they're in their dimension.
Which I would assume
Wait,
is
no.
in his origins.
Oh, it
It's
doesn't
native
say
to the
you
plane
do-
of existence you're on. You banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. So they just vanish.
Harmless to me plane.
But if they're from another plane, then they get sent back to their.
Back, and then they can't come back. If otherwise, he comes back within a minute.
Okay.
Right. So he's just looking confused on the face, and it's like sound, and they're just gone.
I will get up. See the bucking bronco at the top of the stairs.
Clydesdale?
Sorry.
Get it correct?
I don't mean
so
to.
we're in this basement with us that we didn't
misgender.
open.
Miss.
You're about to die.
Miss Breed. Miss Breed.
There you go. And you are concentrating on the banishment.
I sure am.
And
What's your point?
I don't want to go up them stairs, Orem. There's a horse up there.
You hear the splintering of wood, the falling of metal pans.
Is there a banister? Is this to code?
No.
Damn it. I will try to use the rest of my movement to hop up a few of the stairs to get a little closer.
Okay.
And
About there.
I'm not through that threshold yet. Can I see anything through the doorway? Any one that I recognize?
Oh yeah, I mean the door is splintered. It's like bits of it are hanging like from the area where it's affixed to the ceiling. There, you can see on the ground a partially nude Laudna is rolling around trying to avoid the clomping of hooves as this horse is just kicking and destroying the kitchen.
Everywhere.
That's about all you can. And you just see, but just beyond that, occasionally you see one of the aggressive mages sitting there going. To their arm out of the socket.
PBR rodeo, bucking bronco in the kitchen.
I can't remember, Matthew.
Still in my form of
I don't think that
friend,
I am super close with her yet, right? I'm only like just barely friends with
Emotionally?
her. Emotionally?
I
think so.
I will say through the journey of bringing her back to life, I will since I didn't clarify at the time, this would make her more of a trusted.
Yes. All right, I'll give you one of them D6s again. Yeah.
All right. One of them D6s.
I would say that the process of going into that whole ordeal to bring her back is definitely a bonding experience.
That's my move, and
Just
also
take a note of what your status is for you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm starting to get the jitters a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is wigging me out, guys. I don't like this.
Oh boy.
Do you say that out loud to us?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the mood board.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm crossing into the red.
I want that to exist inside a panel F.C.G. If you just open it up, you're just going.
Have it installed. All right, that finish your turn?
Yep.
All right, Orem, you're up.
Okay, here's what I'd like to try to do. He watches F.C.G. bump up the stairs after the dude vanished, says, man, if we survive this long, I know the gods are watching, and I'll use a bonus action to shoot Grasping Vine into the door jamb above Letter's head, and Spider-Man, yank myself up through the air, and just free fall underneath the Clydesdale's legs. I can run under people's legs, so she's larger.
Indeed.
And I'm going to roll under the horse's legs, hopefully not get trampled, under the rogue's leg, and then swing around to deal with the rogue.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an athletics check to try and get through all that.
Athletics or not acrobatics?
Sorry, acrobatics.
16.
16. She's still kicking at 22, so you do not beat her, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you try and go and dart through, and the way that she's thrashing, it's too much. You're getting battered around a bit as you try and rush through and kick back. The shield is keeping you from taking any hits, but this area is too chaotic for even you to try and tumble through.
So
tornado. Give her a hand.
Do I take damage but get through or don't get through?
You don't get through.
Because the rules for halflings, they can go under creatures larger than themselves.
Actually, let me double check. This is more of a... This is a specific racial thing.
Mini
I haven't had a
roll versus
halfling
mini
here,
roll.
so let me double check.
I've been running under the ladies' legs all campaign.
Right. Well, it's also for allies and chaos there. Let me go ahead and just double check what that is. So...
This is going well.
Features and
This is going.
This massive map, and we've been on
You move to the
4-inch
space mini creature
squares.
size. You know what? Yeah, no, it is an actual racial ability. So yeah, no, with you don't even have to roll for this. Anybody else have to push through, but you just kind of dart through, Kind of push around the space here with the rest of your movement. That does get you up on the kind of the table there. You're kind of
Somehow
tumble.
underneath me while just thrashing.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
kind of leap over Laudna, underneath the horse, then like tumbling through the legs of the rogue, and then manage to get out the opposite side. You'd be right next to Chetney, essentially.
Okay, and then I swing around low and slice at the rogue's ankle and try to bring her down with a trip attack.
Okay, you got it.
Trip attack.
That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And it's a 16 to beat strength.
16 beat strength? No, natural 2.
Down. Okay, so 11 plus.
I'll know she's
16 points of damage for the first hit.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
your choice if it's like then you want to do this.
I'll slide under the horse's legs, under her legs, come around, whap, to bring her down, just to fap to bring her down, and then bring it up the pommel of Seedling to bring it down to knock her out, and then hold, seeing that she's out.
On the ground, just out cold.
Yeah.
Your production is shut down.
20. And if you'll, where am I? I'm on the.
You are right here next to. So you move through everybody on the opposite side and just whack with using the momentum, knocked the rogue completely cold.
And I have like 5 or 10 movement left probably, and I will run towards the front room.
Okay. Up there. Yep, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that gets you right there. Okay. That finishes your go, Orem?
Yes.
Oh no.
Alrighty. It is now the mage's go. Pop! Like screams, tumbles off of the side, onto the ground between you, Orem, and Chetney, and goes like, notices this kind of shit. Looks over and sees the rogue on the ground. Shit! We have to go! Go! I'm doing actual command this time! And, what can I do here? They're in a tight spot.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're going to do what they can. Kind of still holding their arm. They pull back and take the orb out from inside the satchel. The other arm kind of hanging limply there, and kind of like, as they put the orb forward. Previously, you saw that dull blue glow. It becomes a bright, vibrant glow, and energy arcs around the bulb before outward, a bolt of lightning.
No!
Hits Chetney, hits the Clydesdale, and hits you, Laudna, and
Bolt of lightning?
and you, because you're right at the top. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Shit.
This is the air elemental.
Oh.
No,
this is the orb that the mage is holding.
The
orb.
I got a natural 20.
Oh!
Okay. Well.
No. Balance.
Balance.
That is an insane lightning bolt roll. So, was that?
20 for me, 1 for her.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be 38 points of lightning damage to you, Laudna.
Do it. What did you say?
38 points of lightning damage.
Hang on. Does my mirror image work on this one?
No, this is a spell, it's not an attack.
Okay. Each time a creature targets you with an attack. Okay. 32?
38.
Wowzers.
And so, let me see. 38 would be 19. Yeah. So 19 points of lightning damage to you.
Good.
I rolled am I taking
this is
my dex or
horse's dex?
Horse's
it's the
dex.
physical.
That is 16.
38 points of lightning damage.
Okay, Horsey's gone. Because if I go
Oh, yeah.
under,
Yeah.
then I'm
Correct.
You go under and then you
Actually,
take the
16,
Yeah.
16 was exactly the DC, so you take half that. I'm sorry. So you take you take 19. No,
Yeah, it was
19 is half
Yeah.
38.
It was 38.
You're
Okay.
right.
So that's 19 is the horse.
So you're
So,
back
yeah.
at full health, or
Gaboosh.
You're form
So
banished.
now
you don't take any additional damage on top of that, but you're now standing in the middle of the kitchen.
And now...
Still naked.
Indeed.
17.
Over.
17 to you, so
Laudna.
you take 19 points of lightning damage.
Roll them in.
Pin him. Step on me.
And for half of their movement, they're like, with the orb still there. Because you're kind of small, and they're looking desperate. They're going to just turn and run towards the step, and it's going to try and leap through the window.
Nice. Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
both
I'll make it
get-
a trip attack.
Go for it.
You go first.
They want to crash through the window?
They're jumping
I
towards
did
the window.
not
of the
know there
kitchen
was a
right there.
window in the kitchen.
Yep.
Well, then you gotta have some
Yeah,
nice
that's-
fresh, some fresh air and some
That's
nice
cocked.
natural light.
And that is, it's not a good roll. That's a 5 plus
You have a +6. You can always use.
14. Yeah, I'm going to use it. Should have used it before. That's a 16 total.
16, their armor class is 17. With
Oh! Miss.
Sorry. You go wide.
23.
23 does hit.
9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 points, 4 of which is thunder damage.
Nice. That's a heavy hit. As they like leap through the air, putting their foot up onto the side of the table, you strike the back, cutting through part of the robe. You can immediately see there's like fresh blood on the blade. As they kind of tumble forward, they were going for a heavy, like push and shoulder shove, but now they're just falling into the window now, just and end up going through onto the ground. The glass shatters, and they're now outside in the alleyway, prone on the ground, and. No, they maintain concentration with the natural 19. Wow. You just hear, all you see is just the shattered window.
What do we hear? What is the concentration for? Do we know?
You don't know. But that's going to finish their turn. With that brings us to the guy who's vanished and gone. He's somewhere.
Is that the side of the house? Is it the alley in between the houses or the main street?
This is the alleyway between the houses.
Okay.
So, finishing that go, Imogen, you're up with Laudna on deck.
I don't even know what to start. That's it.
What you got, Imogen?
He's really like big and strong, isn't he?
Could be.
Might add a win.
Certainly hitting you hard.
Fuck it. I'm gonna reach my hands up and put my hands into him and say, "You don't control me. I am the storm." And I'm gonna inflict wounds into his body.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That
is awesome.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Storm.
Fourth level inflict wounds on a wind creature. I don't know
Go
if
for
that
it.
works.
All right, so go ahead and roll an
Does it
attack.
even work on a wind creature? We'll find out. That's a 23 to hit.
So out of curiosity, the inflict wounds is from...
That is from Shadow Touched. So I don't know exactly where this power is coming from.
I think it's just the damage there.
Well, first off, so the... Oh, no, you can cast this... Oh, yeah, you're good at 4th level. Let's do it. You can cast it using your own spell slots. That's awesome. All right, so what was the roll for that total?
23.
23? Yeah, definitely hits.
So that is 6d10.
6d10 necrotic damage.
Come here.
Oh, because you've got a bigger spell slot. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you don't have spell slots, it just is a base level, first level. But
1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5.
Not at all.
No,
that's fine.
Woman knows the roll.
Okay. 13, 14, 17, 18, and...
Oh, while you
No.
were gone, we went back to doing the porn thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. 10,
Imogen's
18
upside
gas.
down with the wind element.
26 points.
26 points of necrotic damage.
And that didn't. Does he look? How does he look?
As you, like, release this burst of necrotic energy into the body. The wind kind of like fluctuates for a second, and the form, you watch as some of the things that are inside of its body suddenly like drop, almost like the intensity of the wind for a moment begins to fade. And you watch like bits of stone, papers, books, a small spider go.
He's gone now?
As
Yeah,
that
he's got
happens-
ejected from the body.
Fuck, I was going to do something with him. Okay,
As that happens, my eyes...
Just on the side next to it. And
I start to struggle a little bit, and my eyes are gonna flash red. And I'm gonna pump 2 more D8s of psychic damage.
What?
What?
You're gonna do what?
Pump 2 more what?
9 more points of psychic damage into him.
Oh, we're talking about this later. You can't give a little look like that.
More Yeats? Yeah, no, it's a Yeats. Yeet, that's like damage.
Does she have a yeet power?
Yeet, yeet.
so that pulse of energy hits, and you see like it's looking as far as an air elemental itself looks. You can see it's now looking like it's been knocked around a bit. Alrighty. And still kind of holding its space there. You're both kind of standing off, both looking battered, so it's not feeling the need to run yet. All right. Does that finish your turn, Imogen? You want to stay put?
Does. I don't want it to hit me. Yes, I'm gonna stay right where I am.
Okay. Laudna, you're up. Attack. So get back up.
All right.
Thinking about it, but I'm also worried about her.
About 10 minutes till break.
I'm up, and can I position myself to where I can see the elemental?
Oh god. You can if you'd like to. You can move past your friends here. Like
Yeah.
25. There you can see the elemental.
That's good. Oh, this is a good idea. Pate, back in the elemental.
Little spider goes. Kind of like Charlotte's Web's kind of like picked up back into the wind, creates a little web parachute.
Very fucking reference.
It's like caught back up inside of it, and
All right, I'm going to cast through him.
okay.
Shocking grasp. Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. So go ahead and roll for an attack.
I can add this.
To an attack, I believe
you
so.
can.
Yes.
Is it just flavor that my hands are still in his body?
Until you roll.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Or
Okay,
am I
add
getting
it.
shocked too in this process?
Can I add it after I know?
No.
You'd say
Does
like as you watch them.
18 hits this thing?
That seems like it would.
I feel like
I
it
don't
would.
Remember. I don't remember.
18? Does 18 hit?
I don't know.
I don't want to. All right, that definitely hits.
A
That's
million.
16 plus 7.
Definitely
so.
hits. You can go ahead and roll
Alright.
damage to the shocking grasp.
Okay.
Which is 2d what?
2d8.
2d8.
Okay, 10 damage. 10 lightning damage.
10 damage. Good. You see this. We're up close now, looking at this like windy form around it. You watch this slight shadow glow. As this tiny spider kind of goes, puts its legs out, and it comes this dark shadow outline of a spider before this energy bursts from within, and the elemental.
Whoa.
And it's like starting. You see like the elements, the outside of its body, the wind starting to just kind of drift off and hit sideways things. It's having a hard time keeping itself together. All right, that's your action and your movement.
That's. I don't think I can do. Oh, also I hit it. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That would be about this far, actually, given your movement.
It does? It has to make a wisdom saving throw or be afraid of me.
No, that is definitely a failure. It is now.
away.
It's afraid of.
It can't get closer to her,
me.
and while she's in eyesight to it, its attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
So you shock it and kind of like looks in your direction.
Them titties.
Does that finish your turn?
I guess so.
Okay, now it brings us to Chetney's go.
The guy that dove through the window, I'll walk up to the window and just stick my head out.
Okay.
Is it very busy outside?
Kind of go up on the steps. At the moment, no. Like they don't at the moment see anybody in other edge of the alleyway. You just see the person on the ground, like.
I'll through the window. Yeah. And I will just take 2 swipes at him while he's proned out.
You got it. It's advantage on both.
Which means sneak attack on both
Yep,
as
for the
well,
first,
right?
for the first one.
Okay.
Or for whatever attack hits.
Oh! Oh, why wasn't I wearing the fucking butcher's bib?
The butcher's beard.
That's gonna. I'm sorry. 19 plus 8 is a 27.
That definitely hits.
Amazing. That is 9 plus 13. 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 16 plus 2. 18 plus sneak attack. 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. Oh.
On the second one. That is a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That's 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 for thunder is 11 plus 3. 14. Sneak attack 1. 14 points of damage.
How do you want to do that?
He jumps over the side and says, "Hold still." And I like on the second one, I just stick it in his back and kind of do the. So he's like, then I pick him up. I look around and go, and throw him back in through the window.
Oh, God.
So there's a moment where you watch as Chetney just kind of leaps out. Onto the ground.
Is he dead?
I mean,
he's unconscious.
Okay.
Very, very much on death's door, no longer in the fray. There wasn't
bleeding out. That one would bleed out.
very much bleeding out very quickly.
His just went
That was the
unconscious,
mage.
but this guy's
That was the
bleeding
mage.
out.
The mage concentration
Do
was
we want
not
him alive?
kept
Do we care?
on that.
I don't like to see people die.
The elemental, who previously is now holding itself together, gets this wild look in its eyes. Previously, it had this kind of focused element, and now it's just
Oh, no, it's close.
Out of control.
Yeah.
all right. Does that finish your turn?
I have a little.
You still have like 10 more feet of movement.
I'm just inside.
Or no, actually, no. You have quite a bit of movement.
Yeah,
actually.
I'll make sure I hop back inside.
Back up onto the table.
And I'll probably just stay there. I'll stay out of the way because I think I only have like 5 more feet.
Okay, you got it. All right. So the elementals go now. The elemental, who is now unleashed without focus, is going to go ahead and kind of move into the center. And
Can you get close to London?
It can't move closer to me.
no, it's why it's moving to the side, technically.
All right.
About there, it's trying to get out of eyesight to you. Like, kind of move to the side. Actually, no, it's kind of moving to the side there. It's going to move it out of range of you. Yeah, its reach is only 5 foot in that. So it's going to stay put. It's going to stay put. It's kind of locked in there. It's going to go ahead and... It's going to go into a whirlwind. And it's going to go ahead and whip around into this massive tornado in the middle of the room. All the books, all the bits of just tossed broken furniture begin to pull up into it. As it does, no.
Oh.
It can't, because you need to be in its space, but you can't do it in golf because it can't get closer because it's afraid of flood. So instead it's going to take 2 strikes with disadvantage at you. We'll say the tornado picks up as the whirlwind goes, and the arms once again flip out to try and hit you. That's going to be with disadvantage and Bane on it.
Deuce. Nice, Ladna.
Oh, it's a natural 1. The first one just... You're just like easy to dodge. You can see it's flailing now, and previously its wildness was kind of difficult to see, but now it's starting to just strike out in all directions. The second one with disadvantage. That's better. Okay, that is still the
Bane?
-3 to that. With Bane, which is -3 on it, that puts it at a 16 to hit still.
15.
So with that, you take
I'm on the edge.
16 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I go unconscious.
Oh. So the one goes wide, and the confidence kind of hits you as you pull back, and then one wayward hit slams you. You go flying up into the air at a high arc before slamming.
Can I silver barbs that second one? Can I silver barbs it?
The second one?
Yep, silver barbs.
It has disadvantage already. Because it sees you.
I
It's
can't
not gonna-
disadvantage the
Double
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Well, let's look at what the rules say.
Stampy.
Hold on. The spells say it's disadvantage, or if it's roll an additional dice.
It says
Advantage.
Must reroll
trigger
the
the
d20 and use
the lower roll. So it doesn't say disadvantage.
So yeah, it does. It's not advantage. So yes, we can.
Triple disadvantage.
So, what you think at first is this impact that blasts into Imogen, knocking her unconscious. After you throw out the silvery barbs, Imogen catches herself on the table, and you realize that was her like rapidly dodging out of the way just in time, and then catching herself on the table.
Don't sprain your back.
Going wide, and then it's going to go ahead and flee because it's afraid of you. And that's an 90-foot fly speed. It just
we're gonna let it go.
Takes off way out that way.
Oh no!
Tell Pate to poof and come back.
Okay. You don't see anything. You just shout out into the wind.
That's true. I could.
Okay. With the elemental gone.
If I may, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna. If we're out of initiative.
Well, it depends.
Okay.
Some of them is still bleeding out heavily.
Okay.
Do you want to?
I would love to spare the dying on that young man.
Okay.
Or woman.
Yeah. You go ahead and reach out and cast Spare the Dying. The bleeding, profusely bleeding wounds of this half-elf mage as he's like on the ground. They begin to slow in bleeding, and then the wounds stop. Begins to just breathe heavily. And in that moment, there's an odd quiet as you all kind of catch your breath and think, what the fuck happened? And you're in a residential neighborhood, making a lot of noise. We need to get out of here. And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Oh. Yeah.
Be back here in a few minutes to see the aftermath of this insanity.
That did not go.
Could have gone worse.
Could have gone better.
I got it all. I got it. I was filming the whole time. I got it all, guys. It's great footage.
We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll see you shortly.
I presume this ad was not made by Sam. Okay. Once all the Dragonlance in their old shop stuff is gone, there's Columbus Park. Ooh.
Gods above us. Dragons attacking together.
It's like the end of the world.
And what exactly is the plan against 4 dragons?
Fuck! Shit! Uh-oh.
This is gonna be fun.
I am very flammable! How about we get a drink?
I hope you fall into lava, asshat!
Oh, that's a new record. Usually takes us 10 minutes to get kicked out of a palace.
Vox Machina. These weapons were created to strike down the gods. Find them to defeat the dragons.
I got a beard!
We pissed it off!
We don't have that effect on people.
We're trying to save the world! Look out!
You are super fucked up.
That's new.
We need to get inside that dragon.
You're a mouthful of acid, no way.
The other way.
Oh, God.
The Legend of Vox Machina premieres January 20th, only on Prime Video.
My balls are ice cubes. What are you?
Don't you worry, Uncle Grumpy is gonna keep you warm.
This is actually kind of cozy.
A bounce, we go.
Hey critters, Laura
Okay.
Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Oh, so comfy cozy. You need this? Probably.
Not really. Really don't.
Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect.
I mean, the traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision.
Style should never be a dumpster.
Yeah, I'm calling it. Thank you for joining me for this part 1 of episode 44 reaction. This is Priya Reinventra,
We have like so many.
half-elven YouTuber. As a 21 minutes ago.
you could head
And I
over
wish
to the
thee
Critical
good
Role
fortune
shop
for the quest of
right
life.
now.